Hi, my name is Karen Agro. I help people shift their mood in under 10 minutes through the power of music. What I find music does is it transports you to a different place in time. It might be a song that you listened to as a kid or in university, and you crank it up in your car and it just brings back all those emotions. It's as if you're back in that time, but you physically haven't moved at all. I believe we undervalue the benefit of music. We either see it as something we play as a kid, or it's something you listen to and it's ubiquitous, it's seemingly everywhere. But there's an in-between there, where you can proactively use the power of music in your life, and it can have definite value. There's scientific evidence to show it actually can shift our mood. We see it in athletes, we see it in the corporate world. It's amazing how they all of a sudden can be more productive, more focused, and it takes away the distractions, as opposed to, say, checking their social media, which adds to the distraction. This, listening to the music, creates the focus and the concentration and the ability to make decisions more effectively. I see music as an underutilized tool, and being a health professional and seeing how drugs can improve outcomes, but also being a musician and seeing how music can improve outcomes. Seeing how the two overlap is really where I think the power is, and where corporations and individuals, anyone in the workforce, can benefit from that intervention. I am so passionate and excited about giving the power of music as a mind shift tool to corporations, to employees, to build resilient teams who are more productive. My parents started me in music when I was like 5 years old. I studied music all through high school, and I actually reached a crossroads at the end of high school where I had to decide whether or not I was going to go into music or go into pharmacy. And I knew I wanted to be a health professional, but I knew I wanted music somehow in my life. And much to the dismay of my musical mentor at the time, I decided to go into pharmacy, but with a promise to always go back to music somehow. The trick was figuring out how. So after 30 years of being a consultant for the pharmaceutical industry and gaining my Doctor of Pharmacy and a Master's in Science and Health Research Methodology, I realized I still needed music somehow in my life. So fast forward to 2018, when I was on a family vacation in San Francisco, and I was rock climbing, and I fell 15 feet free fall off of a rock climbing wall. I was 9 hours in critical care, and they were trying to figure out whether I had broken my spine. That was the moment where I realized when music was going to be taken away from me, that I needed to bring it back in my life somehow in a more significant way. A few years after that, my father was in the end stages of dementia, and he was in palliative care at the time, and I would travel to the hospital every day to visit him, and I'd play by his bedside for hours. And that's when I truly recognized the potency of music, because even though he was basically receiving only supportive care at that point, he would actually sort of wake up and utter the name of a piece I was playing from my childhood that he remembered. I just sat there dumbfounded as he spoke. I played this piece, Sounds of Bells, that I've played ever since I was a teenager. And when he said Sounds of Bells, it was unreal, because I really thought, oh, he's not there, but he could hear. Music touched his mind and tapped into his brain somehow. And that's when I really discovered the potency of music. And that's how I got to this point today, because I needed to figure out how to combine music and health.